Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Queers Gone By. My name is Kate Butch.
My name is Caitlin Powell.
And this is the podcast where we delve into our childhood, looking at all the films, the TV, all the experiences we had, a bit of a nostalgia trip, to see if any of those things are the reason that we're as queer as we are. So, before we start on today's media, we've got a nostalgic snack. Caitlin, describe the nostalgic snack.
This nostalgic snack is a dusty monster.
That's accurate.
It is. But it's also a little bit camp.
It's one of the campest.
The campest. We are, of course, having pink wafers.
Pink wafers, specifically the Pink Panther wafers.
Are there different types?
I think you can get generic brand pink wafers, but these are like the proper ones.
Yeah.
Caitlin, why don't you open those up for us?
Sure, I mean, ASMR.
ASMR, yes.
I think it's a bit loud for ASMR.
It's okay, a bit rustly jangly. Oh. Now, a little side note. This is the first nostalgic snack we've had that is not vegan friendly.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try one purely.
Oh, they're quite little.
They're little.
They are such a beautiful. This is like a side note, and you obviously can't see it, but they're a beautiful mauve. Like I remember them being bright pink. But I love it. It's a tasteful
it's like a
mauve.
pastel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have one because Caitlin paid for these, so
Yes.
I'm not contributing with my money to the suffering of animals. And it's just a bit of whey powder, isn't it?
Yes.
And I'm just gonna have one. And it's for the podcast. For the greater good. So cheers.
Wait, this will be ASMR. Hang on. Rub
The crunch as well.
Rub your wafers. You can rub your wafers along with us. Please have a big
Let's
wafer.
go crunch in them.
Oh.
They are. They're not as sweet as I remember.
I like that.
That's nice. It's a bit. It instantly goes mushy in your mouth.
Yeah. I feel like these have become more tasteful. First they're a bit more pastel and then they're a bit less sweet.
I don't want to be a negative Nancy.
Oh.
I do prefer my memory of them.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's completely worth having that whey powder, because that might give me some proper shits later.
It's only a little.
But that's okay.
They remind me of, you know, when you go into like a Pret or maybe not Pret, like a Nero or whatever, they have at the till those little wafers.
Like a stroop waffle.
Yeah, but no, yes, but they have like creamy bits in the middle. Mm-hmm. And I love them.
This is a bit like a children's birthday party version of that.
It's a more aesthetic version.
It's more aesthetic. It's a bit like, it feels quite light and airy. I don't feel guilty for eating one of these.
You should.
Well, I'll beat myself about it later.
Okay.
Have you ever had a pink and white?
No.
They're like, it's like wafers and then in between is pink and white marshmallow. They're definitely not vegan.
Yeah, no.
I wouldn't have that because of meat.
I'm going to have another one.
Have another one, Caitlin.
Because they're so little. And they're so...
Dainty.
Yeah, should I move them out of the way because they're getting dust everywhere?
Let's move. Yeah, you've got dust all over my kitchen table.
Sorry.
So today, we have watched one of, I think, my favourite
Absolutely.
CBBC television programmes ever. I don't really know how to do the theme tune, so I can't do a theme tune for people to guess along at home.
Yeah,
It's
no.
kind of like a heavy rock guitar music is the theme tune.
Yeah, and it's... For anyone who hasn't seen it, imagine Adam Lambert had a breakdown. And kidnapped some children from the Glasgow region?
Yes. Yeah. I just made them do shit.
Yeah, took them to a forest. It opens... Well, okay, we should say what it is first.
Okay, it is...
Raven.
It's Raven.
It's Raven.
It's Raven.
There's no story. This might be a one-off. We're not probably going to... I kind of want to watch them all.
I want to watch. I'm quite invested in the plight of these children. We did watch Series 3, Episode 1, because that's the first one that comes up on YouTube.
And it gives you a taste of Raven.
It does give you a nice taste. If you haven't seen...
It's fairly representative. We'll get to it later. There is a bit that is missing from a classic Raven, but...
Yeah, but that's fine, because we might watch some more episodes and tell you about that.
That's angry nostalgia for us.
Angry nostalgia.
When we're like, it doesn't have the bit we remember.
But if you do want to join along with us, do give this podcast a pause.
Yeah.
Go and type in Raven CBBC on YouTube and then watch Series 3, Episode 1.
Yeah.
And then you'll know exactly what we're talking about.
Yes. The intro, I was going to go with how it starts, but the actual intro is incredible because it has some of the worst CGI of any programme I've ever seen. Worse than... Have you seen Pan's Labyrinth?
I have.
You know that bit? It's a beautiful film.
Yeah.
I think it might have been nominated for an Oscar for Best CGI.
Probably.
It's incredible. There is a bit where there's an explosion, and it's like they just see, like... It's like they did it in paint. It's awful.
I mean, whatever it is, it's much better than the CGI from My Parents Are Aliens last time.
Yes, that's true. But this is still...
It's still bad.
Still bad.
It does feature a raven turning into a man.
Oh, yeah.
The man, I would say, is pretty sexy. He's got black hair, a beard, sexy Scottish accent.
Well, he looks like a rock star.
He looks like Adam Lambert having a breakdown.
Yeah.
You're very right in that
very
analogy.
Right.
Yeah, and there's like a best bits montage of what's going to happen.
Yes.
I think when they initially broadcast this, it was once every day, every evening.
Oh, it is yeah, because of course they're going to have a winner.
Yeah, it's a competition.
Yeah.
It's very exciting. But yeah, they did it for a few weeks, but like every weekday.
Yes. Yeah, I do remember this kind of thing you came home from school and watched.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I was a big fan.
Clocks were set. Run home.
Yeah.
Run home for Raven.
We all yelled. The teachers shrieked after us. Run home for Raven.
But it was. I think it was quite.
I mean,
in the same.
everyone watched it.
Everyone watched it. I don't remember it like going in the playground being like, "Oh my god, did you see what happened on Raven last night?" But I think we all kind of had that underlying agreement that we knew what was going on.
Exactly.
And we were following Raven. Mm-hmm. I can't remember the name of the man who plays Raven. James someone.
Is he famous?
He's a Mac someone. It's not James McAvoy.
What a twist!
In the feature-length film,
Raven
he will be played by James McAvoy.
Was now a woman, the man and a woman, or just a woman now?
I think it might just be the woman. I think they started I think I watched the first episode of the reboot. Just to catch everyone up, there was a reboot of Raven. Yeah. And they cast a woman instead, which is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. She's also a woman of colour. Great time for her.
Oh, yes.
Great time for that representation.
For all of us,
yes. But I don't remember there being any uproar about that. There's been uproar about this James Bond, The Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
All of that.
I mean, one thing that seems to be consistent in Raven is gender equality.
Absolutely.
Apart from Orin.
We'll get
there.
To Orin. But yeah, so Raven is a woman, and I think he starts it by being like, "Oh, so we're going to pass on the mantle of being the Raven. We're going to pass on the mantle of being the Raven to this woman who's also."
Because he said, "To this woman."
No, I think he's like, "This is
disgusting."
It was fucking one of yours. No, he's like, "This is the new Raven, and you'd all better get used to it." And I don't want to see any racist or sexist Facebook comments from all of you. Like you did with James Bond.
When did this change happen?
A couple of years ago. Last year? I don't know.
Last year, okay.
There was a big thing.
Well, for now, it's the one we watched. It's a white
classic
man.
Raven.
Classic white man Raven.
Yeah. He's got some lovely fingerless gloves. I did make a note of that, just because I was impressed. The fingerless gloves, because they were a bit leathery, and I was like, "Ooh."
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about whether this was queer or camp, and obviously we'll get into it. My initial thought is Raven is bringing the queer and the camp.
Raven is bringing so much. He's got some eyeliner on.
Yeah, leather.
Leather
daddy Raven.
Feathers.
Yeah.
Camp.
Every transition is him swishing his big cloak.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And he metamorphoses into a raven.
Yeah, the one thing I will say as well, the weird ceremony of the whole thing is so...
He's like, the rules must be obeyed.
Yes.
Yes, Raven, of course.
I have a plan. And you weird children are going to stick to it.
So the wee children, there's 6 of them in this episode.
Can I just quickly, it opens very unsettlingly on him just observing the children.
And speaking to camera, doesn't he? He's like,
yeah.
This is a journey that we'll all have to go on. And these children behind me sitting around a campfire.
And they're just sitting looking into the distance.
They're just being fucking dumb because they are fucking dumb. And he's like, these children round this campfire, they've got a big journey ahead of them. And they've got to do their best to try and beat the forces of evil, which is men in cloaks with a hood.
I mean, often, yes.
Accurate, really.
Yeah.
So the children, there's
Run us
6
through
of
the
them,
children.
3 of each.
3 of each.
We assume presenting is 3 of each. Mm-hmm. We should find out where are they now.
Well,
the contestants of Raven.
Thinking. Have you ever met a Raven kid?
I knew someone who auditioned for it, but she didn't get it. She got cast on Get 100 instead.
Oh, so I reckon they do actually die. Have you ever seen a Raven Elephant
They get taken by the forces of darkness.
Yes, and they go
fizzle away.
Yeah.
Although, side note, can you imagine them filming that?
I know, right?
There's a bit, we'll get to it, where I'm like, I just could not imagine it.
Let's run through the kids.
Kids, so we've got...
But also, I don't think these are their real names.
Oh no, I think what they do is they write down a syllable on bits of paper, put them in a hat, and then the children grab one syllable from each hat and they just put them together.
I see.
So we've got Gracky. She's Irish? I don't know. We've got...
She's blonde.
Yes.
Yep.
Milal.
Is he the one who's alright at everything? He's doing alright.
Yeah, he's right.
And then we get...
Oh, fucking hell.
Halka.
Halka.
Who's just there to have a good time and is failing at even that.
He says, it's not about the winning, it's the taking part. I'm like, Halka, tell that to the demons, they're going to vaporise.
Yeah. And then there's Orin.
Who, in a similar vein.
She says, I know I'm not going to win.
I'm not going to win.
But I'm going to try. And it's like,
you're not going to win with that attitude, Orin.
You're going to fail, Orin.
Orin! She's trapped. We hate Orin.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the time that I was screaming at the TV, like, Orin,
you prick.
get in the sea, literally.
Or get in the lock.
The loch.
The loch. Chakra.
Sharka, I think it is.
Oh, I wrote down chakra, but if it's...
I think chakra's an actual word.
Yes.
I think it's Sharka, but I don't know. She was nice.
I liked her, big fan.
Yeah.
And then Warjo.
Warjo. He looks a bit brutish.
Well, I think he's
as
got
brutish as a 12-year-old could look.
Yeah. Well, he's got the way of the warrior about him.
That's a pun there.
Is it?
That's a cheeky little pun.
It's at least a reference.
I'd say it was a preference, a pun reference. And they have all these different insignias on their tabards. That's right, they're wearing tabards. Of different colours. They've got one of them's got a mountain, one of them's got like a river, a moon, a tree, all the different kind of...
The tree is one of the worst.
Yeah, if I was a Shred.
There are some ugly colours.
Absolutely. There was a lovely... Orin wears a lovely red, and that's her most redeeming quality.
Yeah.
There's some of the rest of them are like...
Sharka looks
taupe.
good in her...
Blue.
Like her royal blue.
Royal blue. Sharka is a queen. She deserves royal blue.
Yes.
And then the other ones are like piss coloured and like piss and shit.
Beige. The colour of the warrior. Puce.
And they've all got staffs with their insignias on, and they've all got 7 feathers each, which will equate to their lives.
Yes.
And if they fail a challenge, which they will, they lose a life.
Well, at least Orin will.
Orin's not going into gay lives. Orin's not there to make friends. She's not there to win. She's just there. They need someone to go home first. And if you win challenges, you get rings. If you get 7 rings, you get a life.
Yes.
There are only 4 challenges today, so I don't think anyone got 7 rings.
No.
So we didn't see that.
No.
But I'm sure that's something you should look forward to in future episodes.
Yes.
So we begin with a little map montage.
Which is a pure rip-off of Lord of the Rings.
With exactly, I think, the same music.
Yeah, well, it definitely has the do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do, and then it changes.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh...
I think copyright-wise, you're literally allowed 7 notes.
It might be
same.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Yes! And the style of the map is exactly...
Pure Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, pure Lord of the Rings.
And we first, in the map, we go to the Enchanted Stream.
Yes, which sounds pleasant, but it's not.
It's not pleasant, it's enchanted badly.
Bad enchant!
A cursed stream.
Ooh.
The Enchanted Stream, I would say, is maximum...
Tetris?
50 centimetres
Oh,
wide.
okay.
It's basically Tetris, but the stream is 50 centimetres wide.
Yep.
The point of the game...
They could leap it.
They could leap
so easy.
If they gave a shit, they could leap. Orin wouldn't leap it. Orin would fall in the sea.
Yeah.
The stream, there's a bridge.
Yeah.
And the goal of the game is to get all the different pieces of the bridge and put them in the right order, like a puzzle.
Yeah.
And cross the bridge.
It's a very simple game.
Very simple game.
Oh, Lord, do they drag it on.
Oh, my God. We have to watch them do it. They do it in pairs.
Yeah.
Because they can afford more.
You know they're deadly waters because some real eager runners have put some skulls in there. It's brilliant. And the premise is, if you don't get there in time...
The vapours.
The vapours.
Fetid. He said the word fetid.
Fetid? No one says fetid.
It's olden-timey.
The one, like, I think both its weakness and its strength is that they've come up with a concept that relies very heavily on CGI.
Yes.
Which they do not have.
They cannot afford that
Yeah,
CGI. So
and
there's
so
just
it
like
makes it brilliant.
a cloud of smoke just like stuck on the top of the film.
And then they've just paused the film so that they're just frozen. I would love it if there were anguish screams.
I'd love that.
Or like
blood.
Yeah.
Decapitation.
Yeah.
I think they need like a Steven Spielberg budget.
Yes.
When they do it with James McAvoy in the live action
Yes,
cinema release film.
There'll be so much gore.
I would love that. Yeah, and then they just do all these things. They put
So
all
it's just like about 5 minutes footage of children looking at bricks. And
Some people are very good. They're Malal and Sharka at first, and they're like the
was
classic
close.
line, "Let the challenge
Begin!"
But no, to begin with, Malal just stands there looking, and he's like, "Oh," and Sharka's like doing all the shit,
Sharka is on it.
and Sharka wins
Of course she does.
because she's a queen.
She's a queen.
And Malal is a waste man.
Absolute waste man.
And then we've got Warjo and Graki.
Who is that one?
Graki is the Irish blonde child.
And she has a head start, but then Warjo wins, right?
Yes, Graki gets stuck at the first one.
Oh, really?
And and Warjo just overtakes her, and Graki gets taken by the fetid vapours and disintegrated.
Classic Graki.
And then Halka and Orin, who are, if you remember, they're both the ones that say, we don't give a shit, we don't want to win, we're not going to win,
Yeah.
we're going to take part.
And I guess they do.
They definitely take part.
Just about.
And by like a hair's breadth, Halka wins. But we don't really give a shit.
No.
And Orin in her red
And he sort of doesn't
towels.
seem happy to be winning.
No.
He's like, oh, all right.
But he is like, I think he's probably the most northern Scottish. Like, he's possibly like,
Inverness or?
I think Outer Hebrides.
Oh, right, okay.
He's very pale.
He is, isn't
He's
he?
a pale boy. And he's like, I don't know if I really like the thing, the challenge. I'm having a go at the challenge, I'm doing all the things.
I just want to go home.
Because at the end of the challenge, they do stupid talking heads.
Oh, yeah, like it's Great British Bake Off or something.
Yeah, but it's definitely a lower quality. It's like filmed on like an LG cookie or something. And they're all like,
Fully.
I had a good go at the challenge, but I didn't win the challenge.
Yeah. I tried my best and then I won.
And then I saw her going past me and she did better than me and then I got a thing in it. Really fun. And I got some rings and she got taken by the fetid vapours. It's just so stupid.
Yeah.
But
I wish the ones who'd failed, there's just like footage of them like just
in the netherworld.
yeah, or just they've just been taken out and their eyes are glazed and they're like
Oh yeah, because to be clear, Raven does bring the people back.
oh yeah,
who
sorry, they don't. Well, they don't die. Conspiracy theory. They all fucking die. Have you ever said question? Hashtag. Have you ever met a Raven kid? Have you ever met a Raven
If
kid?
anybody knows a Raven kid, please do get in contact with us. That'd be fabulous.
Never happened.
Yeah, so they bring them back. I'd like to see like what they do in between.
Yeah.
Because there's a bit where he congratulates the winners,
And-
but they're just floating around in vapour.
Yeah.
And then they get brought back. I want to see like behind the scenes, Raven
He's
Confidential.
quite nice. Like he's like
He's like-
he's a bit like you fucked up, but here you go.
Never mind. You could.
Yeah.
You'll lose your feather, but you'll carry on because you're
Don't
a
do 6
strong,
more 'cause
hardy
you'll
individual. Yes, absolutely. And then they do this stupid talking heads, and then they go they're like, quickly, we must away to the next challenge.
Swish.
Swish the cape. Do. Oh, that's Game of Thrones.
Yes.
But this came out before Game of Thrones, and the music is quite Game of Thrones.
It is.
Game of Thrones stole it from Raven.
Yes.
Confirmed.
Or maybe just fantasy people have no imagination.
That's possibly true.
Yeah.
I think that's more likely.
Yeah.
And then they go to the next challenge, which is called
Water Demon.
Which is quite funny.
Yeah,
It's
and also
funny.
My favourite bit is that he begins it with, there are many creatures who even I would not tangle with, so I've brought these 6 children to fight them for me, including Orin, who's wet herself. And the water demon, well, you explain.
So the water demon, they're in a lake,
Yeah.
and there's just like an out-of-work actor in a cape.
Yes.
In a cloak with a hood, sitting in a boat with his head down. He looks so miserable. He's just kind of like, he looks dead.
Oh my
He
god.
couldn't even be a mannequin. We don't know. And he's there, and they have to like, I think they had to get a ring from the middle of the lake.
Yeah.
They're sitting in a dinghy thing.
And-
One of
and-
them gets the thing, and then 2 others pull them. So they do 2 teams of 3.
Yeah.
They get the ring.
As soon as they touch the ring,
it wakes up the demon,
yeah, and
like
it can
in
start
Pan's
chasing.
Labyrinth.
I knew there was something I was reminding me of. Yes, with the pale eye.
This might even have been before Pan's Labyrinth. I think Raven invented fantasy.
I mean, I would not be surprised.
I'm convinced. And then, he wakes up, he starts rowing towards them.
Yeah.
And
he doesn't
team
try
on the
that
bank
hard.
he could have tried harder.
Yeah.
He's not being paid equity minimum.
We'll say, his boat has a blade on it.
He could have tried harder.
Yeah, also because he almost catches both teams.
Oh, very close.
And the one where he's closest to, he's literally... They're still sitting in the boat, and he's just sitting next to them like, oh, well.
Better luck next time.
Yeah.
Back to the middle of the lake.
Yeah.
Sitting down, looking sad.
Yeah, I mean, both teams get through.
Yeah, they
Does
pull
it
the
matter
dinghies.
who's with who? Not really.
No, although Orin is there like, pull me faster. And Raven's like, you have an oar. Row yourself.
Yes.
And she's like, pull me faster. And he's like, row, you stupid bitch.
Doesn't she go, paddle? It's like, no, that's your job.
The paddler.
You're the paddler, Orin.
Orin's so dumb.
Orin.
I think he's maybe the only English child.
Oh, is Orin English?
Orin's like Northern. I
Yeah.
think Warjo might be English as well, but I don't know.
No,
like,
Orin is definitely... No, sorry, Warjo is definitely Scottish.
Okay. Orin's like, hiya, how we all doing? I'm just here to have a good time. And I hate her.
Mum says I can be an actress.
I just need more credits on me spotlight.
Yeah.
So they do that.
Yeah.
Orin does give the worst talking heads.
Yes.
And there's a moment where you see Raven's face, and he is absolutely loathing the whole thing. I clocked it, and he's just there like, I went to RADA or something.
I bet he did. Isn't he like... I don't know.
Shall I do a quick Google?
Do a quick Google.
So we're back from Googling. I've got a few fun facts for you, Caitlin.
Okay.
Raven, it first aired. Do you want to know when it first aired?
Yeah, when did it first air?
Do you want to guess?
Okay. I'm going to say 2000.
It's actually 2002.
Oh.
In my head, I was thinking it started in like 2005 or something.
Yeah.
But same time as Tracy Beaker,
Oh, yeah.
which is uncanny.
Yeah.
So the guy that plays him is James Mackenzie.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't go to RADA, as we guessed.
Oh.
He went to Queen Margaret University College.
That's all right.
Have you ever heard of that place?
No.
No.
But it's
Exactly.
got a queen in it.
There's a queen. Was Margaret even a queen? Was she Queen of Scotland? It's in East Lothian.
Oh, then probably.
Well, that's fun.
Is that everything?
There's also, I did remember this actually. The spin-off Raven the Island.
Oh,
Do you
yes.
remember that
You
one?
did. You did remember that, yeah.
I did. There's like a weird like fairy mystical being thing.
Okay.
That's fun. It's basically the same as Raven,
Oh.
but there's also another woman doing something, and then like a floaty
Is she
fairy.
like in armour?
I think so.
And she's blonde.
I think.
Yeah,
that's
there's
correct.
a picture of that keeps floating around YouTube.
We've been all over the CBBC YouTube.
Yes.
To see all these pictures.
Because they put them up. We're not just getting them off, I don't know, pirated account.
No, yeah, we are. Yeah, we're playing it by the book.
Yeah.
Should we look at the next challenge?
Yes, is that deep lock?
That's deep lock.
I've just written one word
What?
about this, and that's dishevelled. It is.
That's fair. I've written the word liability.
And we know who that's about, don't we?
I was like, this. So basically, the children have to jump into a deep lock.
It's probably fine.
It's probably fine.
They
It's
probably
probably
can
a
stand up.
studio
Yes.
in like Ealing.
Yeah.
And then they have to just swim across the lock, and whoever gets to the other end first
Yeah.
gets the most rings. Simple as.
We're the warrior.
No, but it's not that.
Well, it's fully not
It's
that. It's
fully
who
not
can
that.
swim fast.
and turns out that is it Warjo?
Warjo, the one who's really big and strong.
The big and strong one.
Turns out he can swim fast. I was really hoping Sharka would be good at this.
She was alright. She didn't
comes
lose.
fifth.
Okay.
Or fourth. She doesn't do that well.
No. Gracky does
Yes.
well.
Yeah, she came second.
Second.
Yeah.
But Orin does better than we thought.
Does she
you,
come...
You noticed that Orin didn't jump in the lock.
Yes.
She's the only child that didn't.
So, I guess because she's so tiny?
Potentially.
Maybe, or Or maybe because she's such a liability, they just put her... She's standing in the shot. She's standing in the lock.
And then she just, like, jumps up.
Yeah, she just sort of... She does have quite a nice dive.
Yes.
But she clearly... They were like,
Acting chops.
We can't let her...
Oren's
Her mum's on the side like, yes, very good. Show them what you're made of.
All your friends at Stagecoach will be very proud of you, Oren.
I'm filming it for your show reel.
But Halka, who is the male Oren,
Yeah.
I would say,
Yes.
who's like, I'm just here to... It's not about the winning, it's taking part... from Outer Hebrides.
Yeah.
It's not about the winning, it's the taking part that counts. And I've done a lot of swimming in my time, but it was just too far, and I got a bit scared.
Wonderful Andy Murray impression.
I got very scared of the water, and I had a horrible time, and I came in last, so I didn't get any rings, and I lost a feather.
My favourite was Warjo's little talking head afterwards, where he's like, yeah, I swam the fastest, so I won, and then I noticed Graki was behind me, and then the others.
Didn't he go like, and this happened, and I thought it was dead funny.
Yeah. No, because it sounds like they cut off Oren. She was like, yeah, I tried my best. Oh no, she's not Scottish.
I tried my best, do the absolute best. Hear me sing Memory from Cats.
And she goes, it was right funny. And I think they cut her off.
I hate her. I hate this 10-year-old prick.
If you're Oren, phone in.
Well, these aren't their real names, so
No, I know,
I wonder
but-
what their real names would be. Erin?
Yeah.
Their name's Erin. Grack, I don't know where that comes from.
So basically they have to swim.
They swim.
And the ones who look like they'd be good at swimming, turns out, are good at swimming.
The tiny, tiny children
Less
were crap.
good. Yes.
And then they go on to the next challenge,
Yeah.
which is Millstone Towers.
Yes. Which is a bit more... There's a bit more going on.
It's a bit of an anticlimax, I
yes.
would say. Well, should we say what we were expecting? Raven goes...
I think you can explain it the best.
Raven goes, it's the last challenge of the day. And in my brain, my nostalgic brain, I'm thinking, oh fab, the last challenge of every Raven episode is the way of the warrior.
Yes.
Which is kind of basically just a glorified obstacle course. Mm-hmm. Where they have to just walk down a path, and occasionally there's like axes swinging at them, unemployed actors in hoods throwing medicine balls at them.
Don't they have to get on a log?
They have to they have to like climb on things.
But
and like
above like a lake and knock each other off.
that's a different one.
Oh, that's a famous one.
Way of the Warriors inside.
Oh.
Yeah. Like
Is
a
it
little,
like a
they go through a
cave
little
thing?
portal.
Oh yes! Yeah, you're so right.
And then if they stray from the path, if they put a foot off, they get eliminated.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I think it's the person with the fewest feathers or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I was fully expecting that to happen. So he's like, we're going to the last challenge. And I was like, the way of the Millstone Towers. And I was like, okay, great.
Oh, cool.
But this was okay.
I think my uni accommodation was in Millstone Towers.
Did it feature unemployed actors dressed as demons in a shit Stonehenge?
Dragon eggs, yes.
Oh, fuck it, I forgot about the dragon eggs.
Oh,
bloody
they're
hell.
fucking alright.
Yeah, so the Millstone Towers is there's demons blocking away.
Yeah.
And they have to pull a lever to get rid of the demons, but the lever's too high up, so they have to make a tower out of millstones.
Yeah.
And take it through an obstacle course of dragon eggs.
But and the dragon eggs are at the top of two very thin and spindly columns, and they have to walk in between the columns with these stones, which he describes as heavy and cumbersome.
Oh yes, I wrote down the word cumbersome.
When they are clearly plastic.
But they are, crucially, they are a bit too big for the space that they're meant to be going through with the dragon eggs.
So what they need to be doing is bringing them sideways.
Just tilt.
Just
pivot.
tilt. But they don't. They just go, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Whoa, hope the eggs don't fall.
Yeah.
And of course they do.
Yes.
But
again, CGI reliant.
yes, the eggs fall, and if the eggs fall and smash, they release a gas that freezes them.
Yeah.
Is that right? Have I understood that correctly?
Yeah.
So one of the
Because
teams...
as we know, when you smell something bad, you just freeze and let yourself sit in it.
Correct. I'm sad they didn't call these gases fetid.
Yeah.
Because I like the word fetid.
Yes.
And I shall bring that into my everyday vernacular. Yeah, so I think it just involves... I was kind of like, how did they produce this? What was the what was the behind the scenes bit? Because they do knock over the eggs and they do have to freeze twice.
I was imagining, so They do film it, because first I was like, oh, do they film one and then film the other and then mush it together? But then I think they must film them at the same time, because I don't think that was a thing back then.
Yeah.
And I just imagine that when they knocked over the eggs, there were just loads of like, what's the film version of like a stagehand? Or TV version, like runners.
Like a runner, yeah.
Runners being like, all right, stop, no, stop, stop, just stop, just, you gotta...
Oren, don't you fucking move a muscle, you little bitch!
And it's going, 10, 9, 8...
And they're like, and go!
Yeah, and the kids are just staring blankly at them. They've got nothing left to live for.
Do you think they got paid, the kids? What was the prize? I remember the prize. Was it like a big, like, fancy staff and then walking into the sunset?
I think so.
I think that's what happened.
Yeah. I don't think they got paid.
I kind of coveted one of those big shiny staffs. Well, the question, did this make me gay?
Camp!
I just love shiny things.
Yeah.
I'm a drag queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sparkly.
yeah, we might as well answer now. Did this make us queer? I think you as a drag queen,
Yeah.
it must have had an effect on you.
Well, me as a performance maker,
Yeah.
And-
Sorry.
a creative individual,
Yeah.
can I tell you about my little Raven tribute show that I did?
You absolutely can.
It was at this fringe venue that I was working at, and one of the shows had cancelled, so the space was free, and it was going to be the last ever show in that space.
Yeah.
So me and a few of the other staff, in 12 hours, we pulled this fucking Raven live show out of our arse. We called it That's Slightly Raven, but not completely Raven for legal reasons.
Brilliantly. That's amazing.
A lot of people came expecting Raven Simonier.
Oh.
She wasn't there.
No.
But that's a shame. But we get over it. And yeah, so we did all this thing. We got garden hose washers as the rings.
Oh my God.
We got like just bin liners, cut head holes and arm holes in them. Made them the tabards. Just got people to run around and just like threw shit at them.
Lovely.
And we also like made them play board games, but called them really like dramatic names. Like Kaplunk was "Don't drop the balls," it was a really fun time.
Great.
And I was one of the demons because I was an out of work actor.
Of course.
Interestingly, Raven was played by a woman.
Lovely.
Bit of cross-gender casting. Drag King Raven, lovely time in like a fur coat and an eyeliner beard.
Brilliant.
With a terrible Scottish accent, classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So it had a lot of impact on me as a theatre
performer.
practitioner.
Yes.
And we just got the audience out, made them pick stupid names.
Oh, that's so great.
It was a lot of fun. If this sounds like fun to anyone, I am hoping to bring it back and hopefully do it in London. So I just need to convince the Raven and the other demon to join in with me. Otherwise, it's just going to be me in a dressing gown. Throwing rocks at people. Has it impacted you at all?
I'm not sure. I feel like I do love a bit of ceremony.
Yes.
And I like order.
Wow.
Which is what he likes as well.
He does like, and he likes playing by the rules.
Yeah. And like, if I need to go somewhere and people are being a bit slow, I will like swish my cloak and be like,
Quickly, warriors, there's not much time, the sun is setting.
But the challenge. Bagan!
Slam your staff on the ground. That's fair.
Yeah.
I think Raven has kind of like... do we think an androgynous look? If you took the beard off...
Right, I think androgynous in a very specific kind of rock and roll way.
Yes.
Like, you know, like glam metal. Well, not the hair, but the sort of tight leather trousers.
The David Bowie, Adam Lambert kind of...
Yeah.
Whole vibe.
Poison. Like,
Kiss.
you know, yeah.
I get you. I see where you're going with that.
But they are not queer.
Adam Lambert's queer.
Oh,
David Bowie was queer.
Oh, no, he
Adam
wasn't.
Lambert is the gayest.
David Bowie...
was like a reformed bisexual.
Yeah, he had a thing where he was like, oh, I wasn't actually, I was just taking lots of drugs.
Okay, that's a shame. But
mean,
Adam
who
Lambert
amongst
is
us?
definitely
Okay, right, good.
very, very gay.
Well, yes, because he's playing Freddie Mercury, isn't he? Or he's in the Queen...
He's singing with Queen.
Yeah, okay.
Good for him. Love that for him.
Yeah, love that for him.
Yeah, but yeah, the eyeliner...
Yeah.
The feathers, the cape,
Yes.
the metamorphosing into a raven.
Yeah.
I think they all kind of play into a queer narrative.
Yes. Of, like, self-invention.
Absolutely. A raven is one step away from a phoenix rising from the ashes.
He is Conchita Wurst.
He's got the beard.
Yeah, exactly.
And the eyeliner.
Yeah.
I think...
And could be played by a drag king, so...
in the big screen version,
Yeah.
we're going to do, like that what's that film where Kate Blanchett and like other people play one singer?
Oh, isn't that Bob Dylan? Yeah.
That Bob Dylan film.
Yeah.
We're going to have a few actors playing Raven. We'll have James McAvoy.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have
Adam Lambert. Yeah.
I think Tilda Swinton.
Why not? She can turn her hand to anything.
She absolutely can. Yeah. She can play any role.
Queer icon, Tilda Swinton.
Queer icon. She's in the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Have you seen Snowpiercer?
Would you wear a shoe on your head? Of course I've seen Snowpiercer.
Tilda Swinton can play any role.
Yeah. Kate Blanchett.
We could have Kate Blanchett in that role. And yeah, other people. Yeah. Who would you have as playing Raven in this multi-character, multi-actor? You
know what? I want to give young Tim Curry the role.
I think Tim Curry now the role. Post-stroke Tim Curry.
Oh my god. In fact, like, I love his attitude now. Like, he's just so done and I love it. Like, and he's so nice and kind. He'd probably be like, I hate warriors.
I'd have Tessa Thompson.
Oh, of course.
She could do it.
Yeah. We're just choosing actors we like now.
Yes, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Who else is gay? I'll have a crack at it. So stay tuned for that big screen.
Yeah.
Directed by Guillermo del Toro.
Yes.
Featuring the Pale Man.
Yes.
And the Spanish Civil War.
Oh, yeah, can we make the demons, like, actually scary?
Oh, scary demons.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Guillermo del Toro was meant to be doing a Wind in the Willows adaptation?
What the
Oh my god, have you seen the old Wind in the Willows, featuring like all of the cast of Monty Python?
No.
It's horrifying. And it's from the 90s. It's going to be a nostalgia trip.
What?
I think we're going to have to watch it, Caitlin.
Is it like they've got like prosthetics on or something? Or...
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that.
And there's like a dog food factory and it's horrifying.
What?
It's kind of like Chicken Run.
Oh, no, I can't be standing. I can't be doing with it. I can't. Stop.
I'm going to force you to watch
this.
It's going to be phenomenal.
Okay. This is like when you made me watch The Witches.
I love The Witches.
And then Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Right, okay, this is completely off topic, but there's a girl... No, speaking of annoying children, it's on brand.
Yes, I know exactly what you're going to say.
In the film version of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat with Donny Osmond and Maria Friedman, in the song Any Dream Will Do, when he's singing to the school children... She does pop up later, but this is her main bit.
Yeah.
There is this girl, she's maybe 10, maybe 11. Mm-hmm. She's wearing a scrunchie, and that's how you can pick her out of a crowd. We call her Scrunchy Bitch.
Yeah, Scrunchy Bitch.
And she's in the lyric,
little shit.
May I Return, and she's gone to the performing arts school of show as many teeth as possible.
Yep.
It's like, may I return? And it's like, shut up, Scrunchy Bitch. You are in the ensemble.
Yep.
Do not detract from Donny Osmond. She shakes her head, like she shakes her scrunchy mane.
Oh,
and she just pulls so much focus. Mm-hmm. Go back and watch just that song. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Scrunchy Bitch, May I Return. We hate her.
Scrunchy Bitch, May I Return is her debut Edinburgh Hour.
And the album that goes along with it.
Yes. Right.
I think that maybe wraps up our thoughts on Raven.
Yeah. Shall we cheers a pink wafer? Or
should we?
More to say.
I think we should put it to the listeners. Do you want to hear more about Raven on this saga? Because I'm kind of invested in Helka and Orin. I mean, Orin's not going to be in it for very long, is she? She's going to die.
Yeah. Or maybe she'll grab victory
rise like the Phoenix
from the jaws of not being very good at shit.
As always, do give us a cheeky little follow on the social media. Mm-hmm. I am at KateButch1 on all of them. And Caitlin is more complicated than that.
I am bad at branding. On Instagram, I'm at Caitlin R. Powell. And on Twitter, I'm at Caitlin Powell. So P-W-L-L. It's
so Powell without the vowels.
Yeah. Powell without the vowels.
A vowelless Powell.
Powell.
Or just search Caitlin Powell and click on the ginger one.
The one with lots of hair. That's me.
Right.
Yeah.
Should we rub together our wafers into the microphone?
Is it camp?
It's camp.
It's camp.
Cheers.